Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Women Over 40 Feel the Pain as Men Run Away. Let's get right into it.
Hot take, but I am a single 40-year-old woman. I have not been on a date in almost a year, and the longer I go without going on a date, the less I want to go on a date. My fellow older single women, we're talking 40 plus. Let me know if I'm alone here. Because something about being older and being so comfortable with yourself and your own company and valuing your peace so much, I feel like I would just have to be so interested in someone to even entertain the idea of disrupting that. Let me know if I'm alone here, because I don't think I am. Hot take.
It's so funny to me that women think that it's bothersome for them to date. It's bothersome for them to date. Tell me that you're going to end up in a nursing home without telling me you're going to end up in a nursing home. I mean, she just has no clue. She has no clue, all right? But she's not the only one. Here's another woman complaining about dating in her 40s. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Why is dating in your 40s so hard? I was literally in a relationship for the last decade, and I've been divorced now for 2.5 years. It is so different than what I remember. Fine, there used to be dating apps before, but now it's just like you're matching with somebody, they might say hello, and then it's like ghost town. Why did you even match with me? I just don't understand communication. Yes, fine, you have so many choices on these apps. You're distracted. But my goodness, don't waste my time. If you're also in your 40s, you should not be playing these games. They make no sense. If you're experiencing the same thing, you've been out of the game for such a long time, like myself, please tell me in the comments, is it difficult for you too? Is dating difficult for you? Everybody's like, all my girlfriend's like, get off the apps, go meet people. Where? Where am I meeting them? Where? I work full time. Most of the time I'm at home. And if I am in my corporate office, there's a whole bunch of old men that are already married and they ain't trying to look this way. They see all this curly hair and sometimes the red lipstick. They're not even trying to come this way. Intimidation. So where else am I meeting them? My daughter's school. The dads are usually not the ones that are picking up the kids. It's usually the moms. Where am I meeting these guys? The apps is the only way that I'm meeting these men. And yes, the caliber of men on these apps, depending on the app, are just total BS. All I'm asking is for some communication, consistency, be intentional. Why do I gotta chase you for a freaking date? Like, be grown, be intentional, know exactly what the heck you want, and stop wasting my time. Why is dating...
You know, it's so funny because she expects no one to waste her time, that there's going to be a bunch of men lined up to date her. It doesn't work like that. You said you were married for the last decade. So let's say you got married when you were 30, okay? Pretty late, but you got married when you're 30. Now you're 40 and you've been divorced for 2 years. Let's say you're 42. And you're trying to figure out why the dating market looks so different. It looks very different for women over 40. I'm saying it looks very different. In fact, you look very different over 40. You're not the same hot girl you used to be. And the fact that you don't know where to meet men, it tells me, what do you do socially other than take your daughter to school and go to work? What do you do? It might be time to hire a personal trainer. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe I sound biased because I'm a personal trainer, but the reality of it is I know a lot of women that benefit from hiring a professional to help them get in better shape. You're going to look better, feel better, and you're also going to meet a networking group of people who also work out and prioritize the way they look. Because as a woman, let's be honest, one of the most valuable things you have to offer to the dating market is the way you look. And I don't know if you want to even have kids anymore, so that might be out the option too, right? So, look, I think it's very easy for a woman to think that, oh my God, it got so hard, it's so hard, all these men are BS, they're crap, they're wasting my time. But the reality of it is, it only feels that way because you're not as valuable anymore. And I'm sorry to say that. I know it hurts. I know. You think you're just the bomb, you're the ish. I get it. I see it. It's kind of so opposed to the way you view yourself because you feel like I finally found myself. I'm a woman. I'm an adult. But by the time you became an adult and became a woman, you've aged out of the dating market. This is why married women deserve all the respect because they're the woman that decided, you know what, I'm going to stay in my marriage. Chances are she filed for divorce and now she's dealing with the backlash of it. And this is why God told you not to do it. He told you not to do it. Anyway, here's another woman over 40 complaining about, oh my God, dating over 40 is so hard and I think I'm so great and I think I'm so top tier. Let's listen to what she has to say. Hey, listen up, Safe Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Now let me tell you something about me. When you decide that I'm not the one for you and you move on to somebody else, do it with your chest out. Do it with your chest out, right? Because even though I know I'm not perfect, I'm close, right? Or at least that's what I tell myself. And I feel like I have a lot to offer someone. So when you decide that, I'm not it for you and you want to go off and replace me or find somebody else, stick with that decision. Don't be a kneeless bastard and try to circle back. I know men typically circle back. I don't know, maybe it's a thing that guys do, but don't do that shit. I'll have more respect for you if you put your chest in it and stay with the woman that you left me for, or the woman that you chose over me. Don't come back over here, because I'm a petty bitch. My name is Miss Petty, no middle name Jackson, okay? And I will never let you forget it. And I will treat you like crap. So just stay on over there. You made your bed, you lie in it, and don't come back up around here, okay? Because I know my worth, and if you don't know my worth, that's fine. I'm not for everyone, but just don't come back around here, okay? Because I'll make you regret it. Now,
So sad that she thinks she has all the leverage in the world to talk smack with them drawn on eyebrows, her big ass nose. She got, hey, look, I hate to, you know what I'm saying, call it I hate to just point out the obvious, but girl, what you doing with a septum ring? What's your old ass doing with a septum ring? You over 40, you got a septum ring? The septum ring's so small, it can barely fit in that big ass nose. Your nose so wide, the septum ring don't even look like a septum ring. It look like a booger hanging underneath your nose. Respectfully. And I know you said that you're next to perfect. Where? Where? Yeah, you said it right there. You tell yourself that. You ain't next to perfect. You tell yourself that. And look, this is my personal thoughts. You don't have real hair. You look like you're covered up because you don't have a body to work with. You have an unattractive nose that is highlighted by the fact you wear glasses. Just to be objective as possible, you're not it. You're not it. And whatever weave you got on, it's not that impressive either. You're not that it. And the fact that I go like this and wipe off your eyebrow, you're not it. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You're not, look, I get it. Everybody wants to be the it girl. Y'all can't all be the it girl. You're probably not even the it girl in your early 20s. How you going to be the it girl in your 40s? Let's be reasonable here. Look, I'm all for people being confident. I'm all for people having high self-esteem. I'm all for it. But I'm not for delusion. If you are delusional, you're going to hurt your own self. You're going to live your life in such a way where you think you got more options than you really do. You think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a mean girl. I'm Miss Petty, no middle name Jackson. Like, you only bully you're the only people you can bully are the men you don't want, and those are the men that you only deserve. You're bullying a man and trying to come get back with you? Girl, you better take him back so fast. What? She thinks she's so smart? Hey, man. You must be tired. You must be tired. Listen, do me a favor, right? Take a tomato, put it under your arm when you go to sleep, so maybe that way you can catch up on some sleep, okay? When you go to bed at night, put that tomato underneath your arm so maybe you can catch up on some sleep. Because this is crazy, okay? You must have bumped your head. Anyway, here's another woman who complains about dating over 40. It's so bad. It's so bad. When is it going to get better? It's only going to get worse. I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse. But let's listen to what she has to say.
So I just unmatched a guy from Hinge because he didn't ask me a single question. We were on the phone. I think I'm going to start this. Phone calls. Beautiful. Wonderful. So awesome. But anything that we talked about, he was the best at it. He's emotionally intelligent. He's really good at fitness. He loves his kids. He's really good. He's telling me how to parent. I have 3 kids. He's telling me, how to do a 7-day on, 7-day off schedule. It's the best. And he looks like he's in his 20s. He's 43. Sometimes he's like, oh my God, I probably don't even have to work out. And he said, I'm really picky. I don't match with a lot of people. I'm really picky. Maybe it's because my mom was so beautiful. He didn't ask me a single question. He probably has no idea anything about me. And he was saying, like, sure, looks are good, but what's after that? I'm like, how would you even know anything about me? He didn't ask anything about me. So I just unmatched.
So again, it's so funny. You're making fun of the men you match with. I would love to understand why women get on God's internet and make fun of the men, to us, that they match with. You match with him. You match with him. Look, I talk about my dating experiences and things I don't like about the girls I date, but I don't try to humiliate them. I'm just trying to say it's sad what happened to them. I feel bad. They're victims. They're victim of feminism. Look, there's an attack on womanhood, and women support it. There's an attack on womanhood, and women support it. Yeah. Now we're talking about birthing people. Oh, yeah, if you're a birthing person, what do you mean, a mother? If you're a pregnant person, what do you mean, a mother? Right? But women are so just like delusional. They're just so like empty-headed. They don't understand that this is what's going on. You thought that you had to follow political correctness. That's your religion. If that's your religion, Satan is your daddy. So I'm saying all this because here's a woman. She's moderately attractive, right? I'm going to give her that. I don't know if she got lip filler, but her lips, make her look like she's something more exotic than what she might be, or I don't know. She got 3 kids. She's over 40, and I don't know why she thinks there's just going to be a group of exceptional men waiting for her. Right? She put, male loneliness epidemic as a hashtag, men as a hashtag on her TikTok video. Look, here's the reality, right? You should talk about the female lonely epidemic. A lot of men, they're used to being alone. They can handle being alone. A lot of women, y'all can't handle being by yourself. That's why y'all make all these videos. By the way, thank you. You give me a lot of content to react to so we can paint the picture of what's the real cancer of society. And the cancer of society is women being so narcissistic. Now, the man she was talking to, yeah, he's a narcissist. He didn't want to hear what she has to say. He's not that concerned about her. He's involved with himself. He's having a conversation with himself. He's literally talking to hear himself talk. That sucks. I agree with you. But why do you make a video about him? Are you getting paid to do this? You're not even getting paid to do this. You're not even a content creator. I understand why content creators talk about relationships. You're not a content creator. You get on this internet talking all this ish. You're only making yourself look bad. You don't make yourself look good. You're telling me that you're having a hard time in your 40s. How does that make yourself look good? I have an easy time, and I'm 37. I'm not 40 yet. I'm having an easy time with women. The issue is not that the time that I'm having with women, right? It's not that I'm having a bad time with women. It's just I realize that they're not really worth my time and effort for what they want. Or for what I want. A lot of women, I'm attracted to all the women I date. A lot of them are well-employed, you know what I'm saying? Decently intelligent, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they'll get on my program or not. That's left to be observed. But my only real issue with them is feminism. That's my issue not even with them. It's with feminism as a whole. Feminism has ruined and corrupted the minds of a lot of modern women. And now they all suffer from brain rot. That's my issue. But then again, like I said, my purpose is I'm a content creator that talks about dating. It makes sense why I talk about this. It doesn't make sense why you talk about this. I'm actually petitioning for you to put someone like me out of business by stop being delusional online, because delusion is the business. Without female delusion, I don't have a job. But as long as female delusion exists, I'll have a job. YouTube pays my rent when I talk about female delusion. This is delusional. This does not make you look good. It makes you look bad because it says that you're struggling with the type of men you attract. They're not even kind enough to have a conversation with you and ask you about yourself. How does that look? It doesn't seem like you have options. See, me, I'm not tolerating a lot of things that's going on with girls, and a lot of men, not just me, I'm using myself as an example, but a lot of men, the reason why we don't have to tolerate this, even the girls I deal with in my life, because there's still an option for me to go overseas and find a cooperative woman in Thailand, in the Philippines, in Vietnam, somewhere in the Southeast of Asia, maybe DR, maybe Colombia. I can go somewhere else and find a woman that'll get on my program, and she won't even be my age. She'll be much younger, attractive, ready to have a bunch of kids, ready to submit. Women, please tell me where you have an option like that. Y'all don't have any options like that. But y'all run to the internet making fun of the only options you have. That's why the reason why this is so funny and shocking is because these are your only chances at love or at provision or protection. You can't squander it. Yeah, you can say it's so bad. I get it. It is pretty bad, but it's just as bad as you making fun of the way you look. Look, if you are an unattractive woman, you making fun of the way you look. That's not making your case any better. If you're an attractive woman or you're a woman over 40, you're making fun of the men that you attract. You're not making your case any better. I can talk all this is only on the premises that I could do better. I don't have to put up with it because I can do better. Please, women, show me that y'all can do better. And then, in fact, and I always say this on my channel, the better thing that women can do is to get married at the top, literally at the peak of their prime, to a man and stay with him. Because if you get divorced, if you leave that man, because clearly she was with somebody, gave that person 3 kids, or maybe multiple men kids, and you didn't stick around. So you gave somebody the pleasure, the honor of bearing their children, and you just left them to find another man to clean them up after their mess. It might happen. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It might happen. Okay, but just know it's not as common as you probably would like it to be. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.